Hi again, it's Louisa Clare here from louisaclare.com and brandmeetsblog.com. Today I am vlogging from Central Park, which is absolutely stunning. We've just had a nice picnic, and I want to take a few minutes to talk some more about some of the things that came out of the Blog World Conference this week. I want to talk today about the idea of the know, like, trust concept, which some of you may be familiar with. It's pretty basic. It's basically about it's what we mean when we talk about and we use words like engagement and having an engaged audience and influence. What we're talking about is having this know, like, trust factor, and it's the reason. It's what brands are trying to develop themselves when they are working in social media, or what they should be trying to develop, and it's what we as bloggers can offer a brand if we decide to go down that route. It's fairly basic. It means that you have a platform and you build up, and the people who are part of that know you. They know what you're on about, they know what you stand for, they know what you mean, and they know the things that matter to you. And they like you. They keep coming back for more. They like what you have to say. They agree with you. And that means they trust you. You have a call to action influence over them because of this know, like, trust factor. And so when we look around the blogosphere and we see bloggers working with brands, being paid and doing some influential or important work, it's that know, like, trust factor that is what's valuable and why they are able to do that work. It's not the number of followers they have or the reach they have or the size of their community. Those things they help and they amplify the work that they do, but it's actually this know, like, trust factor that makes it work. So if we look, for example, at a really popular example many of us would be familiar with, happened earlier this year when Mrs. Woog from woogsworld.com and Nikki Parkinson from stylingyou.com.au blogged on the same day about a dress from the women's fashion brand Seed. Mrs. Woog dubbed it the condom dress, and within a few hours of their post going up, they'd crashed the server for the Seed website, and by the end of the day, end of the next day, they'd sold out of the black in the large and some of the other range that had a huge number of sales. People were tweeting and Facebooking and sharing it, and the reason that they had that influence is not just because they have a huge audience. It's because both of them have this really strong know, like, trust factor, and together that was really amplified. As a side note, if you want an example of what not to do, you could look at the way Seed responded to that, and they did nothing. There was an amazing opportunity for them as a brand to look at what was happening in the blogosphere and was happening amongst influencers. I bought a dress not actually because Nikki or Mrs. Woog had blogged about it, but because I saw everybody else buying it, and I thought, well, if they've said it's good and I can see how I'd wear it and all these other people are buying it, then it must be good and I'm going to buy it. And so it was actually their